Since her first day on the job, Nikki Haley has not been shy about what her role is at the United Nations. Advance the U.S.'s policies and save Washington money.
For those that don't have our back, we're taking names.
The U.S. ambassador is going to use her role as Security Council president in April to trumpet her country's priorities. Among them, debate the state of human rights worldwide during an open briefing, something which the Chinese and the Russians have hinted they don't want on the schedule.
We will see which countries rise to the challenge and which resort to the same old, tired excuses. It will be very telling if any country tries to block this debate. It's past time that the Security Council acknowledge the importance of human rights abuses and demand that its member nations do the same.
Haley has criticized what she calls the UN's bias against Israel, saying the Security Council meets too often on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. But in April, she'll be the one overseeing that monthly briefing. And Haley has made lots of people at UN headquarters nervous by talking up the need to review, cut back, or end some UN peacekeeping mandates, both to save hundreds of millions of dollars in U.S. contributions and to fix the problems that can be fixed. Observers say Haley agrees with the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, that reform is necessary, but she also has to please a domestic constituency.
I think that Haley needs to show Congress that she is saving the US money, and that cut, which would add up to about $300 million, would be a significant win for her. A lot of people around the UN think that friends of the US like Japan might actually step in to cover some of the financial gap, and if that's the case, then Haley can go to Washington and claim a victory.
Nikki Haley recently told a group of foreign policy experts that her job isn't to tear down the United Nations. She says the organization is still relevant, but at a time of growing populism around the world, she said its supporters need to prove that the organization still makes a difference. Rosalind, Al Jazeera at the United Nations.